Okay. Again, class, we are going to start our unit on credible resources. I'm going to show you a video on YouTube. Then we're going to have a discussion about the unit. And then we'll go over the essential question, which you will need to write down. And you will answer those in your journal. And we will continue with the lesson after that. So hold on just a second. I will get the YouTube video started. Can everybody see it?
Not yet. What you might have to do is when you start the video, you might have to mute the phone. Because you'll have to put the volume up.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. So we're going to watch the video. And everybody let me know if you can hear it. Did everybody hear that? I know I heard the feedback.
It was hard to hear the feedback, but we heard it kind of.
Okay, well, it's all right, class. We know we have problems with technology sometimes, but this is a very old commercial. So is everybody familiar with the commercial that we just showed?
Yes.
Okay. And if you're not, what he said was he went over things that that you can send a insurance quote online, and then his friend walked up and said she heard something online and it has to be true, and he said, why? And she said, because I heard it on the internet. And then the guy walks up and there's her boyfriend, and she said he's a French model, and she says it's got to be true because I got him from the internet. So what we're just going to go over is that you have to be careful when you go online, and you have to be able to recognize any problems or issues with resources that you might pick up from online. So has anybody possibly looked at a website or gotten information online and you were like, I'm not sure truthfully if that's true or not? Show of hands. Okay. Well, we're going to go over...
Ms. Sigman?
Yes.
I do believe that everything that's online is true.
You believe everything online is true? Okay, well, we're about to go over PowerPoint, and if you've already pulled out your graphic organizers from My Big Campus as we did at the beginning of class, we're going to go over some information that hopefully will help you to see how you can recognize if it's possibly not true or if you need to find out information to verify that information, okay? Okay. So again, if you have your handout that I gave you, there is a PowerPoint. Everybody should have that pulled up from My Big Campus. And the title of the website or the PowerPoint is about evaluating websites. And we're going to go over the 5 W's of credible resources and recognizing them. But first off, I do want to go over the essential questions for today. And as I said, make sure you write them down because we will be writing these in our journal. Okay, so the first question is, what are two of the criteria for evaluating the credibility of a website, and why is it important to evaluate a website's credibility? The second question is, Why is it important to evaluate the source and validity of the information found on a website? And the third one is, what are the 5 W's of a website and how can you use them? Okay, so if everybody has their PowerPoint handouts out and you have your graphic organizers that I gave you, you're going to follow along and make sure you fill in the gaps that I have placed in your graphic organizer for you. Okay, so with the first thing, the 5 W's, the credible resources, today we're talking about being lied to. More specifically, we're talking about credibility of online resources. Okay, and then we're going to give you a definition to evaluate, to draw conclusions about the work. I'm sorry, what did you say, LaFonzi?
It's Sigman.
Yes, ma'am. You said, can you go to the restroom? Okay, it sounds like we're having technical difficulties. But we're going to finish with the definition to draw conclusions about the worth or quality of something by carefully examining it. What kinds of things would you look for when evaluating a website? These are things that you have to ask yourself when you're looking online for resources and information whenever you're doing research or just trying to find something out. Why do we need to evaluate web sources? Virtually anyone can publish any website online. That's one of the reasons why we need to make sure that we research the information that we're looking for. And unlike most print sources, web sources do not have to be professionally accepted and edited to be published. So there are a few different main types of web pages that we can look at and find. The first one is informative pages, or pages that are giving us information or just informing us about a topic. The next one is a personal web page, a page that someone has made for personal reasons. They want to connect with friends or family. Third is political or interest group pages, and these are normally government pages or educational pages or interest groups. Marketing-oriented or infomercial pages is just basically trying to sell information, just marketing a business, a person online. And the last one is entertainment pages, which are web pages that were solely built to entertain web lookers, whoever's looking at that website. So the 5 W's of website
Would that be
evaluation.
Excuse me, Miss Sigman. Does entertainment pages, is that like video games online?
Yes, ma'am. That is a form of entertainment, but it can also be where you can find music videos. It could be where video games is a good one. It could be where you are entertainment. It could possibly be for you to look up where you're going for. Well, there could be websites that are combined. So, for example, going on a trip, you can have entertainment on there where they have interactive pieces on it like Disney. That's entertaining that they have on there for kids, but also you can look on where you go to the resort, which is a marketing piece. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, Ms. Sarah, can you repeat the last one, please?
The last one, yes, was when I said where websites can be combined with different things. So I said, example was Disney, where one piece of Disney's website where they probably have a link, or they do have a link actually. My nephew uses it where you can access their video games or their Disney games on the website, and you can also go on there to look at the different resorts to visit, which is the marketing piece, and then the Disney to go to the Disney TV show and their games is the entertainment piece.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to go over the actual 5 W's. The who is the first one. When, why, where, and what. Okay, so the first one is who. Who is the author of the website is the main question that you want to ask yourself. Is the author an expert? Is he a member or is she a member of a professional organization? Is a biography available on the website for you to view for that person or the creator of the website? And then the last one is there contact information for the author? Like, is there actually somewhere on the website where you can get an address or a phone number or email where you can contact the author?
Are we gonna be developing our own web pages?
We will eventually, but in the introduction course, this is introduction to business and technology.
Can I be partners with Tijuana when we do it?
We will see how that goes when we get to that piece. So right now, we do have to make sure we get through the PowerPoint. But
All right.
We were partners in our last class.
Yeah, we're good at projects together.
We were partners in our last class.
Okay, well, I'll make sure I keep that in mind, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, the next one is the what. And that is, what is the purpose of the website? Does the website have a title? What information is included? Do you have a reason to believe any of the information might be false? Are there spelling mistakes or grammatical errors on the page? And then are there a lot of unrelated ads on the page? And this one is, I know a lot of people, has anybody been on a website and ads are just randomly popping up all over the place? Yes.
I used to rest.
Well, we're almost at the end of class, and you used your pass yesterday, so we're going to go ahead and finish. And then if we have a few minutes after, I'll definitely let you go, but we need to get through the PowerPoint, okay? Okay. The next one is the when, and that's a question that you have to ask mainly about when was the website created, when was the website last updated, and then are there any links on the site up to date, and are they working? The next question is the where. Where does the information come from? Where can I find out more about the sponsor of the website? And does the website, where it's found, does the website where it found its information? So does the website actually cite the information? And the last one is the why. Why is the information being provided to you? And then that means basically, what is the URL extension or the domain name? Is it a .com, which is a commercial site, a .org, which is an organizational or organization site? Is it a .edu, which is an educational site? Is it a .gov, which is a governmental site? And is it a .mil? So what we're going to do now, when I'm giving you this information, yes.
Why is this lesson even important?
Okay, well, that's a very good question. And one of the main things is that no matter if you're working in a job or in a workplace, if you're in school, or just trying to find out information for yourself that you're curious about, you have to be able to know and recognize the quality of information that you're getting from online, because it is possible that whatever you see or find is not true, okay?
Okay.
All right. So the next thing, what we're going to do now is also what you should have already downloaded from my Big Canvas, from our resources section in our class. You have a website evaluation sheet. And what I'm going to let you do is you are going to pick from the website that I have given you, and you are going to choose one of these websites from the cycle from the list below on your on the PowerPoint that's showing on the screen and that you should have already downloaded as well. And you're going to use this website, and you're going to complete the website evaluation worksheet. So what we're going to do, everybody go ahead and look at the 6 choices that I gave you and pick one of the websites, and you're going to go ahead and input that in. And if you download it, like I said, you can just click on the link. And we are going to start with the questions at the top. And it's a table, and if anybody wants to write it down, instead of using the download on Word so you don't have to flip back between screens, I do have a hard copy on my desk if anybody wants to grab one of those as well. And as you begin those, what we're going to do is I'm going to walk around, and if you have any questions, make sure you ask, because anything that's not finished today, you will finish at home for homework. Also, any students who do not have internet, make sure you go ahead and download the alternative assignment, and you can put it on your to a computer, or you can put it on your flash drive, or if you'd like, you can get a hard copy from me as well. And the alternative assignment is just a list of questions that you will ask, and you will bring that in for homework as well. So the web research guide is evaluating a website. It's the same 5 W's. You're going to complete the who, what, when, where, and why for the website that you chose. Make sure you put the name of the website at the top and the URL that you selected from the PowerPoint. And basically what you're going to do is answer the questions that I gave you either on the PowerPoint, and I also included them on your graph as well. And what you're going to be doing is looking for exactly what we went over, who's the author, things like that. Is it a .mil? Is it a .org? Is it a .gov? And if you have any questions, again, make sure you ask me. Does anybody have any questions about what exactly they're doing with it?
No, but just use the bathroom.
You said you have to use the bathroom?
No.
Okay, well, the bell is going to be ringing in just a second. And I will make sure I give you enough time to go out. If not, make sure you go in between class. You have 5 minutes between this class and the next, and the bathroom is right outside the door, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Also, make sure if you have any questions as well that you're not able to ask, there is a burning questions list in our group under resources. Just click on the link and you can submit that, and that will help if anybody else has a question. Maybe you'll post your question as well that somebody else might have had. So you should be in the loop so far, looking on the website. And you should be looking, possibly if you're looking for the author, you look on the page that says About Us. And that's normally where you can find the author or maybe a publisher. And then the what is the resources, the information and resources that the site provides. It's basically if they got their information from somewhere else, did they provide that list of sources that they got their information from? And I'm just giving you some information on what exactly you're going to be looking for. Jenny, have you gotten or found the author of your website?
I actually did a different I looked at the name of the website of the registrant site to see the
Can you repeat that, Jenny? I didn't hear you.
No, I said that I've actually done it, but I did it in a different way.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, I can.
I said that I have done it. I found the author of my website.
You completed the entire sheet?
No, just for one of them.
Okay. Well, make sure you go ahead and go to the next one because wherever it's done, you have to complete the homework. So if you don't finish all of it, you'll have to. The more you finish now, the less you'll have to finish at home. Okay. Stephen, have you gotten the author on your website?
I have. I'm just having a little bit of difficulty. Mine's loading slow right now.
Okay, which website or which link did you choose?
My assignment won't pull up.
Your assignment won't pull up? Okay, well, come and get the one off my desk. I do have a hard copy, and you can make sure you can put that at home, okay?
Yes, ma'am, will do.
Okay?
Miss Sigman?
Yes, ma'am.
I got mine done. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for giving us an alternative assignment because we're still on dial-up because I don't really have internet service at home. So dial-up is the only way. So it's good to have an alternative.
Yes, ma'am. And we do that for every assignment. So make sure if you ever need to, if you don't finish your homework, you grab that off my desk, okay? And it's in the folder not labeled alternative assignment.
Awesome. Oh, it looks like the fire drill, everybody. Bye, everybody. Have a nice class.